If you already have a mid-sized cruiser and you're looking to upgrade, you've probably already considered something like an Indian Chief. But is this really worth your time? Here's my take on things.
Let's talk engineering first, because this bike means business. You're looking at a 116 cubic inch or 1890cc V-twin engine that delivers enough torque to tow a planet. Seriously, it's that grunty. And that alone puts it a rung above the entire Indian Scout lineup. Don't get me wrong, I love my Scout bobber, but let's be honest, once you hit motorway speeds in the UK on the Scout or the bobber, that thing's screaming past 4,000 RPM, and it sounds like it's auditioning for MotoGP. You twist that throttle, and instead of a throaty growl, you get a panicked wasp on a Red Bull. The Chief, on the other hand, is the strong, silent type. At 70 miles an hour, it's just about warming up, loafing along, under 3,000 RPM like it's barely awake. It doesn't rush, it doesn't shout, it just cruises like a proper heavyweight champ. But, and there is a but,
I'm 5'11", and if you've got long legs, then things get a little cramped.
if you stick with the stock handlebars, you'll be stretched from the top and squashed from the bottom. Almost like trying to do a star jump in a phone box, and it's not ideal for anything over 30 to 40 minutes, unless of course you're training for discomfort endurance. Now, as most Indians, this one comes with all the bells and whistles and you have loads of options for upgrades. There is a 19-inch alloy front wheel. It's pretty cool, it's modern, sleek, but personally I prefer the chunky front wheel on the Chief bobber. Sound-wise, the Chief's engine note is already impressive, even with stock mufflers. But once you throw in a proper exhaust upgrade, it's less gentle chugger and more rolling thunder, if you know what I mean.
The seat and suspension are really cool. They're a lot better than the Scout bobber. However, without the extended handlebars, this bike is really uncomfortable for longer journeys.
So, I guess the question is, would I ever trade my Scout bobber for the Chief Dark Horse? And the honest answer is, not really. The Scout's lighter, nimbler, and easier to toss into corners. And with the Ape hangers, it's surprisingly comfortable. It's powerful enough for what I need, and it's got character in spades. However, if I were to ever switch to the Indian Chief Dark Horse, I'd first start by swapping the handlebars. That being said, there is absolutely no denying that this is one beautiful, brawny, and brilliantly built piece of engineering. Like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you are into this kind of content, and let me know if you want more no-fluff reviews on Indians or Harleys or anything like this. I'll keep it honest and maybe even slightly sarcastic. Take care.